This is the biggest mistake that women make. And then they're like, oh, well, I fell in love with him and then he disappeared. I thought he liked me the whole time. Well, he didn't, okay? He hasn't fallen in love with you yet. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey. I am a certified life coach and I've been working in the area of confidence and dating. Today's video is going to be about the 7 stages that a man falls in love, and also the reason why you might keep getting ghosted after you fall for him. So getting right into it, stage number 1 is appreciation. Appreciation is basically physical attraction. The guy sees you, he likes what he sees, he kind of, zeroes in on it, gives you the one, the up and down to make sure that you're what he likes, and he's attracted to you that way. Now that's very basic. Obviously that's a stage that men and women go through. It's not specific to men, so, don't put it in the wrong category. But that's the very first initial stage for everyone. Stage number 2 is infatuation. So after he has established that he's attracted to you, now he's trying to get your attention. He's trying to pursue you or get you to notice him or get you to give him the time of day, because he's, he likes what he sees and he wants it. He wants you. The next thing is attraction, which is number 3. That's when you reciprocate interest. So he has shown you that he likes what he sees, he's interested in you, and you may give him a little, a little hair toss, some kind of interest, some kind of, sign, flirtation back or whatever to let him know that you are also interested in him. So that's when the initial attraction happens. That's when you give him a chance. So number 4 is impression. So when it comes to this step, this is where the man will start to court you, take you on dates, buy you gifts, tell all his grand stories and things that he has going on to try to impress you and, get you to choose him. Because, for all he knows, you're dating or seeing or talking to multiple other men, or even if you're not, even if you're in public and you're an attractive woman and other men are vying for your attention, he wants to make sure that you choose him. So he's going to do whatever he can to impress you and be that peacock that gets your attention. Number 5. Now this is where things start to get interesting, okay? Number 5 is conviction. So conviction is where he's really trying to make you fall in love with him. He's doing whatever he can. He's saying whatever he can. Of course, it's going in with the impression. He's trying to impress you, but he's also, trying to have deep talks with you, trying to, compliment you and uplift you and do things for you, help you out, and, kind of put himself in that position to not only be chosen, but to be loved, He's already decided, okay, she picked me, I'm the one that she likes. Now I have to get her to fall in love with me. That's my goal. Now, the reason that this is the interesting step is because up until now, things are just kind of, let me just see what's going on. Let me just, I like her. Let me see what she's about, right? So at this step, he has decided he wants you to fall in love with him. Now this is where the male energy kicks in here. So that's their goal, okay? Men biologically are hunters and providers and the chasers, all of the above there. And so their goal is to make you fall in love. Their goal is to capture your heart, right? That's from step 1 to now. That was their entire goal, was to get you to fall in love with them and capture your heart. For one, it boosts their ego, it makes them feel good. It makes them feel like they won, they achieved something, they got the prize. That is the prize to them at this point, okay? And this is where it starts to take a turn, okay? He has completed his mission of getting the woman that he's attracted to and infatuated with to fall for him and like him. Number 6 is reaffirmation. Now this is where a lot of us tend to fall into that trap, okay? So you've already gone into the process with this man who's trying to make you fall in love with him, and maybe he succeeded, at least through his own eyes. And now that he's accomplished that goal of winning your heart and getting you to fall for him and boosting his ego, now he's kind of like, oh, well, now what? Now this girl's hanging around that is in love with me or is obsessed with me or likes me and is expecting all of these things from me now. So now what do I do? So in step 6 is when the man takes a step back. Now, I'm not saying that this necessarily happens every single time. There are exceptions to the rule, but this tends to be the problem area for women, is once they fall in love with the man or they confess their love or, you know, whatever, what have you, they notice that he starts to dial it back, and they're like, well, what happened? What happened? You know, I thought he was in love with me. I thought he liked me. And now that I'm telling him that I like him, he's gone? Well, it's not that simple. This area is where men will dial it back for self-reflection. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. It's them. They need to take time to think, okay, so I went through all of this to get this woman to like me. Now I have to sit with myself and think, do I like her back? You know, do I love this woman back? Do I want to go forward with this? Now that I have what I want and now that I have her heart, do I want to give her mine? Am I ready for a relationship? Am I ready for whatever is coming after this? Now that she has opened up to me, I have to decide if that's what I even wanted. Now I have this prize, but it's like, okay, well, what do I do with it? And then as a woman, we're like already in love with this man. So now we're leaning in. Now we're chasing him. Now we're asking him questions. Oh, where did you go? We're texting him, calling him, you know, trying to spend time with him. And all the while that we're pushing towards this love that we've established, he's pulling away. He's dialing it back. So in this step, what you should do is nothing. When he starts to pull away, you start to pull away. And in that process, you're giving him the space that he wants and the space that he needs to decide what's best for him. Now, of course, it could go one of two ways, obviously. And that's where number 7 comes into play. Number 7 is basically after he has taken his time to decide and you've given him that space to do so, he's either going to let his walls down, go forward and, you know, go ahead and fall in love with you and establish a relationship, or unfortunately, he's going to flee. So that's why I say 6 and 7, those areas are problem areas for a lot of women. And it could be that he got you to fall in love with him. He's in his thinking stage. And he's like, you know, I don't really like her that much. So he disappears. Or if he's a noble man, he will tell you, hey, you know, I took some time to think things through. I'm not sure I want a relationship. I'm not sure, you know, I want this. Maybe this is going too fast. He'll give you whatever his reason is. Or he'll take the time and be like, you know what? I really like this girl. And now I haven't heard from her. So now what? So now I gotta chase her, you know what I'm saying? I got feelings for this girl now, so I gotta go get her. So that's why it's important in these last steps, 5, 6, and 7, you also need to go into your own evaluation period. As a woman dating a man who you're falling for, you need to go into an evaluation period at the same time that he is. And this is where a lot of us don't do that. And we keep pushing and we push him away. So in that stage 6 where he's thinking and you're constantly in his face trying to push him, he's gonna be like, okay, yeah, so I was right. She's crazy, she's pushy, she's clingy, she's needy. I made the right decision to back off. I'm out of here, you know? And you don't want that, obviously. You don't want that if you want this man. So you need to take time to do an evaluation period yourself. When he pulls back to reflect, you need to pull back to reflect. You need to be mindful. If it helps you, meditate, you know, get busy, do activities, you know, dig more into projects and your work and your friends and your family, you know, just take care of your time. If he's gonna come back, he's gonna come back. But don't push him in this period. This is the biggest mistake that women make. And then they're like, oh, well, I fell in love with him and then he disappeared. I thought he liked me the whole time. Well, he didn't, okay? He hasn't fallen in love with you yet. He may like you, but he's not where you are yet, because they tend to fall in love a little bit slower than we do. And you don't want to mess that up. You want to let him take his time. You want to take your time. You want to get to know somebody deeply before you commit all the way. And so this period, my advice, again, I'm going to repeat it. Give that man his space. When he starts pulling away, you start pulling away. He's reflecting. He needs him time to decide what he wants to do. And you need you time to decide what you want to do. Do you really want this relationship? This is the time where you can sit there and go over, you know, the pros and cons, because that's what he's doing right now. So you might as well. And then who knows? He might come back. He might have a step 7 and be like, hey, all right, I'm in love with you. I want to be in a relationship. And you can be like, damn, you know, over this time period that we've been reflecting, I kind of decided that that's not what I want.
Oops.
Plot twist. So those are the 7 stages of how men fall in love. If you disagree, leave me a comment. If you agree, leave me a comment. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video. As I said, leave me a comment if you want. And please check out my website for confidence in dating coaching, which is therealdatingcoach.com. I will have all the links down below in the description box. If you would like to book a one-on-one, I am actually doing a special for the first 3 people to sign up for a consultation on the website. Will get free coaching. The first 3 people, okay? So you'll get your consultation, and then you'll get your free coaching session, which comes with a written assessment, all of your like chart stuff if you're into astrology, all of your psychological points and attachment styles, all of that will be included. And it will be free. All right, thank you again for checking out my page, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay confident.